When Michael Jordan played in Chicago, the crowd just went crazy to another decibel level. And I'd get the chills every time. He played with such a fury. He was electric on the court. Before the Shrug game, the game against Portland in the NBA Finals, the public relations people couldn't find Michael. The reason was he was on the court taking three-point shots, and he was not noted as a three-point shooter. We asked him about it. He said, well, you never know when a three-point shot might come in handy. Obviously, he had figured something out, that he was going to surprise them, but you have to hit the shots. This incredible onslaught of threes takes place in the first half, and he hit 6 of them. That was unheard of at that time for anyone. He looks over at our broadcast table and gives that shrug. And I think what I took out of that most, it showed his humility, that he could not believe that he hit 6 three-pointers. That was, I thought, one of the incredible moments in playoff history. I would have to go with Jordan as the GOAT.
Playing in the NBA Finals, motivation is a given. But if bulletin board material carries weight, the Blazers have plenty. The defending champion Bulls have added their voices to a chorus casting Portland as a paper tiger with talent to burn but unable to stick to a winning script. Now, can the Blazers shred that narrative and write their own championship chapter?
A look at the beautiful fountain of the Great Lakes in Grant Park as the Bulls look to pour it on against the Blazers. Stage is set here in Chicago. Welcome everyone to Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Portland Trail Blazers and the defending champion Chicago Bulls. Along with Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg,
can deliver in the clutch.
And the 2 leading stars for these teams. Clark, it's Clyde Drexler.
Blazers certainly motivated to answer their detractors. That's a question they know can't be answered with words, but rather with their performance on the floor.
On the floor for Portland, it'll be Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler in the backcourt. Up front, Jerome Kersey is at small forward, Buck Williams at the 4. Handling the low post is Kevin Duckworth. For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright is at the center. Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant man the front court. John Paxson is at the point. And of course, at off guard, it'll be Michael Jordan. And Clark, the Blazers like to play a much faster pace than the Bulls.
Certainly, Kevin, they will be looking to push the tempo. You can count on that. And that could help them with their execution, in my mind. Much simpler pushing the ball with a numbers advantage than going against the set half-court defense.
A great scouting report. And Mike, after his poor shooting night the last time out, everyone wondering how Michael Jordan will respond tonight.
Okay, we'll see very shortly. Sometimes that only helps to fire him up. Opponents are scared of Jordan coming off a bad game. He goes out there trying to prove himself all over again.
And usually is successful. Here is Kersey. The Bulls getting the bucket. Drexler passes to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Kersey. Rebound by the Bulls.
And in my mind, the most fascinating individual matchup in this series is Drexler going up against Michael Jordan. Jordan's going to have his work cut out on the defensive end.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Coach. Yeah, MJ's guarding the guy who's averaging 27 points a game in the playoffs in Drexler. So he's going to have to really do a lot of work at both ends of the floor.
Jordan nails the triple, his second of this first half. Portland's going to need a tighter grip here on Michael. Drexler outside. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Porter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jordan finds Pippen. for the three, tying an NBA Finals record in a half. Michael Jordan with his third three, providing an early lift for the Chicago Bulls. And one thing the Bulls have been relying on is Jordan's scoring, Clark, in the post.
That's been a bit of a surprise tactic for them in the playoffs, and it's paid dividends. More and more, they're setting up Jordan on the block. We'll see if they stick with that tonight.
And David Aldridge, a war of words preceding this series. And for more, let's send it over to you.
Thanks very much. Now, the Bulls have been playing some mind games in the run-up to the finals. Coach Phil Jackson was blunt in saying that the Blazers play in spurts and are prone to self-destructing. When I spoke to Portland coach Rick Adelman, he refuted that, as you'd expect. He pointed to their stellar record the past few years as proof. Guys?
He's got a point, David. Thank you. And Michael Jordan backed up Jackson's comments, Mike.
When you've got an opposing coach and star player taking shots at you like that, it could either motivate or rattle a team. We'll find out how mentally tough the Blazers are.
They'll put up a battle for sure. Like, one thing with this matchup, Terry Porter has really struggled against the Bulls in the past.
Maybe try something different. Couldn't hurt at this point.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Grant. Kings checked in for Pippen. Armstrong subbed in for Paxson. In transition, here come the Bulls. A deep three from Jordan. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Danny Ainge is checked in for Portland.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers trail by 10.
And guys, there was talk coming into the series that it could be the Blazers' last shot at a title with this roster.
You know, Mike, they're an aging team, so that's a valid question or concern. I mean, you look at Drexler, Williams, Porter, Kersey, all right around 30. When those are your core guys, the window does start to close in a little bit.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 11. Let's go. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And that's 13 points for Jordan.
They've been the aggressors right from the start, asserting themselves from the very beginning.
Yeah, they're setting the tone, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor.
On the wing, Ainge. He's guarded by Purdue. Williams with the block.
Good anticipation by the big man that time. Williams saw it early and got the block.
From deep, Jordan. A 4 3-pointer falls for Jordan. The NBA Finals record is 6. He's knocking on the door and getting oh so close. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bryant. Oh, that's blocked.
Imposing his will on defense. Purdue's teammates love when he makes hustle plays like that.
Blazers substitution. Kevin Duckworth.
6 to shoot. Here's Pat. He's covered by Armstrong.
And that was a foul. No question about it.
He deserved to go to the line after that hit.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Bulls making a change here. Both shots good from the stripe. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hansen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The Bulls continue to share the ball. They're unselfish, active, and finding points easily at the moment.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bulls ahead, up between the Bulls and the Trailblazers. Chicago leading by 15.
And with Jordan leading the way, the Bulls won their first title last year. I'm not sure they'll have to wait long for another one.
They grabbed their own miss. Outside for Pippen. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, you look at Pippen's performance, and it's pretty obvious to me he's not going full speed, and I just hope he's feeling okay out there.
On the floor for Portland. Porter is out there with Drexler. Then there's Buck Williams. Then it's Robinson. And it's Duckworth in at center. And when we talk about Jordan, we're talking about a man, Clark, in the prime of his career. That triple gives Jordan 5. Michael Jordan is just 1 3-pointer away from an NBA Finals record. Mike, I'd say any questions about Jordan's bad wrist have now been answered.
It's not affecting him at all, and he's taking advantage of some really soft Portland D. By the look of it, MJ's going to make this a long night for the Blazers.
Porter. Rebound by the Bulls. Cartwright's got 5 rebounds tonight. Drexler against Jordan. Over Drexler. Kicks it out to Grant. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And it's Porter with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 16. Robinson against Pippen. To the inside. Porter, no luck.
Hey, this is a pretty funny story you think about it. After Chicago drafted Jordan in 1984, he flew into town, but they didn't have anybody at the airport to pick him up. A chauffeur at the airport recognized him and offered him a ride. I bet you the Bulls figured out how to take better care of Jordan after that.
Trailblazers trailed by 16. And right away, we can see the one-on-one battle, Mike, between Jordan and Drexler is going to take center stage.
And not in the way Clyde wanted. Jordan's been toying with him. If this is how their matchup is going to go, the Blazers are in trouble.
Big trouble. Jordan up top. Defended by Douglas. No good from Grant. That's hard to believe the Bulls wouldn't be prepared to greet the number 3 overall pick, Mike. I've never heard of that before.
Well, it worked out well for the chauffeur, though. Jordan appreciated it so much that he hired him as his personal assistant. And he still got the job.
A good deed rewarded.
Why couldn't that be you and I, Kev? We could be driving him around.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jerome Kersey's checked in for Robinson. And it's Watley in for Terry Porter. And once again, the Bulls defense stifling Porter.
Well, with that size and athleticism on the wings, they have the ability to get him out of his comfort zone. He only shot 31% against them in the regular season, and his struggles continue tonight.
It's hurt. Trailblazers trailed by 16. Here's Watley. Can they get it? And Grant sends it back.
Great defense from the big man there. Grant positioning himself perfectly to get the block.
Michael Jordan on the wing. There's the triple. Tying the NBA Finals record. Michael Jordan with an exceptional display of shooting. That was his 6th three-pointer in this game. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something...
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Chicago foul. Stacey King. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:15 left in the first half of the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
It's not that hard to spot an illegal screen.
Most of the time, an easy call for the officials.
Hacks checked in for Watt.
And the Bulls might be a little short on the bench. Craig Hodges has been limited with a bad ankle.
Armstrong passes to Williams. To the middle. And the basket by Hansen. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Chicago doing a nice job moving the ball, finding good shooting opportunities, and exploiting the weaknesses of the defense with really on-target, on-time passing.
Ainge, the pass to Bryant. Over Hansen. And Bryant, the bucket on the assist by Ainge. Bryant got his first points in this one. The Bulls leading by 19. Down low, here's King. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, you can feel they're starting to take control of this one. You just get the sense they've got their hands on the steering wheel nice and tight.
And their play on the offensive end, it's the biggest reason they're winning.
Here's Duckworth. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him.
Inside, Livingston. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Livingston using the lean frame, fought through and got the score.
Here's Pat. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, there's a reason it was way off. He got fouled.
Yeah, easy whistle.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting for Portland.
Both good from the line that time. 5 seconds left to play here in the half. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. The Bulls leading by 21.
And I don't know how Michael Jordan can follow up that performance in the first half. But we'll find out.
King outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Drexler. And it's Drexler with the ball for Portland. So with Jordan on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup.
Drexler.
We've got Purdue. King is out there with Williams. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Hansen in at the 2-guard spot. One of the great halves in NBA history, Clark, shattering some league records in the process.
And you know what, Kevin? Portland's got to be terrified. I mean, we thought his wrist might affect him. Instead, Jordan looks now like he's never been better.
He's incredible. Here's Duckworth. Williams trying to break free. And it's Williams finishing it off.
With energy and anticipation at playoff levels, I'd expect there might be a little more up and down transition basketball.
How about this, guys? If the Blazers had taken Jordan in that '84 draft, their backcourt could have been MJ and Clyde the Glide Drexler. How about that for a twosome?
He's got excellent vision on the floor, creating for his guy with a spot-on lead pass.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Kersey passes to Porter. Kicks it to Duckworth. 5 on the clock. Basket counts. Mike, the '84 draft is rehashed and looked at from every way, but it is scary to think, isn't it, about that guard combination in Portland had they drafted Michael Jordan.
Well, the West had so many strong centers back then, you can't blame Portland for taking a big. But it would have been a lot of fun, Kev, to see MJ and Drexler team up.
Couple of future Hall of Famers. And now let's go to David Aldridge for this report.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, it seems like Michael Jordan always has a little extra when he's facing the Blazers. Maybe that has something to do with the 1984 draft. Famously, Portland passed on Jordan, leaving Chicago to take Jordan at number 3. Maybe Jordan took that personally. Guys, back to you.
Do you think so, David? My goodness, Clark, I think Jordan has got that in the back of his mind. My goodness, that probably leads him every game he plays, Clark.
Well, for a player with his pride and competitive spirit, I think you're right. But I assure you, Michael Jordan doesn't need extra incentive. He always is ready to compete at the highest level. That fire in him is always turned up high.
No matter who he's facing. And Jordan, Mike, is just tormenting the Blazers from three-point range.
It's going to take a much sharper effort from Portland defensively. They can't give Jordan an inch of room on the perimeter anymore.
Like, you think the Bulls may be in Porter's head. He's having a hard time getting anything going.
I don't think you can discount it, Kevin. He's a totally different shooter against this team. In all 3 of their meetings this year, his field goal percentage nowhere near.
He needs to let some of these guys catch their breath. Everyone is playing hard out there.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ryan is checked in for Duckworth. Robinson comes in for Jerome Kersey. Ainge is checked in for Drexler. And Pack subbed in for Terry Porter.
Providing exactly what the team needs from him, Grant uses his reach to reel in that offensive rebound and make sure they convert.
And the matchup between Jordan and Drexler, Mike, is not going how the Blazers wanted it to.
This could be a long series for Drexler. Jordan's not one to let up when he's got a guy on the ropes.
Yep. Bryant looking over the floor. That one misses. And it's Chicago the other way.
Out of bounds.
Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Ball.
Trailblazers trailed by 20. Jordan comes with the double team. Here's Ainge. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the Bulls have talked a lot about the Blazers being soft late in games. It'll be interesting to see how they respond if a game gets tight.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Peck, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Ball.
26 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Ainge. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Really good work from the mid-range there. When the defense gives Ainge this shot, he'll take it.
Left side, Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 26 points.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Surprised they left him that much of a lane to work with.
And so it's Chicago, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Portland and Chicago both trying to jump out to an early lead in this series.
And guys, I don't think there's a better crowd in sports than this Bulls crowd. They can make it deafening in here. Great feed to the interior, resulting in a successful attack right at the hoop.
And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Brian is out there with Duckworth. Then there's Jerome Kersey. Then there's Drexler. And it's Porter at the 1 spot. Knocked away. Jordan with it. And Drexler picking him up. From the high post. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Jordan. Tries yet again. Here's Grant. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This is exactly where Grant, I think, is most comfortable operating. Feels like nobody can guard him in close.
And Porter, here we go. Count it, good. And when you've got a crowd this enthusiastic, Clark, and a player as exciting as Michael Jordan, that is a pretty potent combination.
Combustible is a word that comes to mind. Really a match made in heaven. I mean, MJ feeds off of that energy of the crowd. And when he needs a boost, they give it to him, and vice versa.
And Jordan's three-point output has been a huge story once again here tonight.
And that's not usually where he makes his mark. If he continues to pour it in from long range the next few games, the Blazers will have their hands full.
Absolutely. Shot clock at 5, and a wide open look for Porter. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice find that time from the swing man, Kersey. Teammates love that kind of unselfishness.
Drexler against Jordan. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler. And it continues to be a battle for Porter against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, he can't get any traction.
Well, Chicago's defense has been a real Rubik's Cube for him. He just can't seem to solve it. The Blazers are going to have to do a little bit more to try to get him some easier looks. We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Drexler scanning the floor. Porter, no luck. Chicago leading by 18. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Cartwright. 31 points for Michael Jordan.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy and getting any shot he wants.
Porter against Paxson. Pass to Duckworth. Tipped away. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. And the dunk by Jordan.
You know, Jordan doesn't need any help there. I mean, his athleticism is really on another level.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Just really a one-man wrecking crew
for Baxter. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Williams has checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Drexler kicks to Porter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Portland ball. At the line for the
and so he hits the technical free throw.
And for anyone who's wondering why they call him Clyde the Glide, just watch the way he cuts right through the defense and flies up and down the court.
And there it is for him.
Great recognition to read the D and go with the floater. Beautiful touch.
Here's Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Defense tries a little too hard to stop Jordan, and he smartly draws the foul.
At the line for Chicago.
And the second free throw, good. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Porter looking it over. Kersey against Pippen. There's Porter with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I think the defense has to do a better job closing out on Porter. I mean, you just don't want to give that look to such an efficient outside shooter.
Here's Jordan. And it's Portland with the rebound. Outside, Drexler. And the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Time called.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers. Ala Abdelnaby.
The Bulls leading by 17. The roof here in Chicago is going to blow off. Michael Jordan just collected his 7th shot from beyond the three-point line. That's an NBA Finals record. Ainge tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's Pippen on the way. Back to Jordan. From the arc. This is unbelievable. 8 three-pointers from Michael Jordan. And the Blazers seem to have no answer. Watley passes to Drexler. Pass to Watley. They double him with Jordan. Lets it go from deep. Portland no good that time either.
And I have no idea how he clanked that one. The defense has to be thanking their lucky stars he didn't sink that one.
And with this last run, they have shut the door on any chance of a comeback.
Shut the door, turned off the lights, and locked it up. Fantastic run for them to end the game. Doesn't get any easier than this. Working it down low and going to work.
Jordan down low. Ainge covering. A nice shot by Jordan.
Smooth as silk. MJ with one of the best pull-up jumpers you'll ever see.
Stolen. And with this victory, the Bulls stand just 3 wins away, Mike Fratello, from their second consecutive title.
And it looks like they are determined to make that happen. Michael Jordan's got one finger on the trophy already.
And you know the Chicago crowd will be ready, Clark, for Game 2. This building will be rocking.
No question about it, Kevin. It will be a great atmosphere, but don't count the Blazers out now. There are still 3 games ahead in Portland. And that building has its own set of problems for the opposition.
Well, you've played there. No one should know better than you.
Yeah, it's a tough spot.